Lawrence Joseph Ellison is an American business entrepreneur and investor who co-founded Oracle Corporation and serves as its executive chairman and chief technology officer. His current net worth is $106.5 billion. In today's video, we are going to go over how Larry Ellison became a billionaire. Lawrence Joseph Ellison, an American entrepreneur, was the founder and CEO of the software firm Oracle Corporation from 1977 to 2014. In 2014, he stepped down as the CEO of Oracle following 37 years at the helm. Oracle Corporation expanded in part through regular acquisitions of software startups. In 2016, Oracle received $9.3 billion in cloud earnings from NetSuite. His company went public efficiently in 1986 but experienced quality control issues in 1988. These challenges resulted in cash flow challenges, operating losses, a falling share price, and a near bankruptcy a few years later. By 1994, new senior management had collaborated with Ellison to resolve these issues. Oracle is considered to be one of the planet's most successful technology businesses as a customer relationship management (CRM) software specialist. He was placed 5th on Forbes' 2020 list of billionaires. His wealth was $59 billion at the time of the list's release in April 2020. Ellison launched Sensei, a health firm focused on hydroponic farming and vacation getaways, in March 2018. On December 28, 2018, he was appointed to the Tesla Inc. Board of Directors, ESLA. Early life. Larry was born on the south side of Chicago to an impoverished, unmarried 19-year-old mother. He was embraced by his uncle and aunt as a young toddler. The latter perished before completing his adolescence. Ellison defied expectations and his family's pressure to be a doctor to become one of the world's wealthiest people. In the 1970s, Ellison, a college dropout, worked for the Fireman's Fund, Wells Fargo and Company. On the way, he learned basic computer skills that he later applied as a developer at Amdahl, in which he worked on the very first IBM-compatible platform. In 1977, Larry and two Amdahl colleagues, Robert Miner and Ed Oates, founded Software Development Labs and were hired by the CIA to create a relational database management system (RDBMS) in 1978. Oracle was Ellison's generic name for the project. He called it Oracle version 2 because he realized purchasers would indeed prefer that to version 1. The developer also based his structure on SQL, a new type of database language that he had just learned about in an IBM research study. Oracle became so well known that Ellison was drafted into the Academy of Achievement in 1997. By the early 1980s, Software Development Labs had only 8 workers and sales of less than $1 million. In 1981, IBM joined Oracle, and over the next 7 years, enterprise sales increased to the extent where Ellison rebranded the company Oracle Corporation after his most outstanding product. Oracle's initial public offering was nearly bankrupted due to accounting irregularities. Ellison developed new goods, removed employees, and implemented management changes. In 1992, Ellison had released a modern variant of the database system known as Oracle 7, which catapulted the company to the top of the database management market. Banks, enterprises, governments, airline companies, and other organizations relied on the computer system. According to the Wall Street Journal, Ellison is the highest-paid CEO in the world. The millionaire grew his corporation by acquiring PeopleSoft, Cybele Systems, and Sun Microsystems. Oracle endured the tech stock collapse that accompanied the dot-com bubble in November of 2000. Ellison was prominently featured in Forbes magazine as the next richest man in the world. Oracle Corporation has matured into a behemoth that hires over 135,000 individuals and has yearly net revenue of around $40 billion. Hunger for success. Larry Ellison had many hurdles and rejections, but everyone has a voice that helps them achieve something more significant than their aspirations. Larry Ellison changed employment regularly. In 1977, he founded his first company, Software Development Labs, with Bob Miner and Ed Oates, Ellison co-workers. He understands how to capitalize on the thriving software business, continually expanding and posing new difficulties to rivals. The corporation reached $55 million in 1986, mainly during the dot-com bubble of the 1990s. Larry Ellison's company began selling databases to all the companies riding the wave. Mark Benioff, who previously worked for Larry Ellison, announced his ambition to launch his own company, Salesforce. He put $2 million into his new venture. Salesforce now has a $10 billion turnover and is placed second on the Fortune 500 list. He informed the Smithsonian Institute that becoming a billionaire was never his goal. When I founded Oracle Corporation, my goal was to create an environment where I would like working. That was my initial objective. Sure, I needed to earn a livelihood. I'd never intended to become rich, particularly not this rich, he remarked. Ellison's empire. Many of Ellison's acquisitions have been dubbed trophy properties. Most of Ellison's assets indicate a notion for his past Oracle presence in the world. He sees several of his residences as future art museums for his extensive art collection. He has a place for his contemporary art, a house for his 19th century art, a home for his French Impressionism art, and a mansion erected on the grounds Nasenji Temple in Japan to hold his Japanese art. His leading estate in Woodside, California was inspired by a 16th century Japanese emperor's castle. The $70 million home took more than 9 years to create and spans 23 acres. The following are a few of his most extravagant purchases. The island of Lanai. Larry has been charmed by the island of Lanai since he flew over in a charter decades ago. He accomplished his desire when he became a multi-billionaire and paid $300 million for it. He possesses all but 2% of the island, including 2 Four Seasons hotels, a cinema, the water business, the majority of the island's facilities, and many of its homes and residential buildings. His idea is to turn the island into a self-sufficient, environmentally friendly holiday destination complete with super luxury hotels and a durability laboratory to make it the first economically viable 100% green society. He even intends to assist Lanai in developing world-class potential for agricultural infrastructure. He purchased 2 airlines and extended airport runways to increase travel options. Malibu. Larry has been buying Malibu real estate for over a decade. He bought the whole block of properties on Billionaire Beach. Ellison spent $18 million for one of the mansions owned by producer Jerry Bruckheimer. Previously, Ellison rented out one of his properties, a 2,800 square foot beachside house, for $65,000 monthly during the summertime. All of this is in contrast to the Carbon Beach residences he possesses and an inn and a restaurant. According to people who were close to Ellison, his spending binge was an investment, and he has commercialized some of his assets. Porcupine Creek. The 249-acre property contains an 18-hole golf resort and a 27-room residence designed in the style of an Italian villa. The property is about 20 minutes from the Indian Wells Tennis Garden, which stages the BNP Paribas Open Tennis Tournament every year. Ellison, an enthusiastic tennis fan, paid $100 million for the event and its infrastructure in 2009. Then in 2011, he paid $42.9 million for Porcupine Creek. He continuously invests in the tournament, which draws the best players globally and over 450,000 spectators. Many athletes and their families visit Porcupine Creek to experience the big pool and water slides in the scorching desert heat. Yachting competitions. Aside from his business accomplishments, Ellison is the team boss of Oracle Team USA, created in 2000 as an American boat syndicate. It was founded to contend for America's Cup in 2003, but it did not win the first time. They made the second effort and qualified for the 32nd America's Cup but were unsuccessful. Ellison's Trimaran USA 17, previously recognized as BMW Oracle Racing 90, won the 33 America's Trophy on February 14, 2010. In 2013, the side also claimed the 34th America's Cup. Larry Ellison owned the 8th largest yacht on the planet, Rising Sun, until he sold it to David Geffen in 2010. Rising Sun is a 453-foot-long yacht that costs approximately $200 million. What should we learn from Larry Ellison? Believe in your ideas. Occasionally, minor ideas work exceptionally well, and often great ideas collapse. Larry Ellison feels that Oracle customers no longer need to be persuaded to adopt their services, but require a suitable software upgrade. Be addicted to winning. Larry Ellison experienced numerous personal and professional hurdles, and he was inspired by Genghis Khan's dictum that everyone should endure and I should win. Degree can't decide your future. Education is a formidable weapon that will assist you in dealing with the world, but that doesn't imply that you'll lose your battles if you don't have it. Larry Ellison dropped out of 2 universities in a row, and most of the top businessmen in Silicon Valley don't even have a degree, yet are still market leaders. Charity. In contrast to his contribution to the University of Southern California, Ellison signed the Giving Pledge in 2012. Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, and many others, and vowed to give away 95% of his fortune private foundation. While most all Ellison's prior donations were kept confidential, he declared that the Giving Pledge, known at the request of Warren Buffett, who believed it would inspire others to do the same. So there you have it. If you enjoyed today's content, make sure to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you don't miss any of our new videos. Until next time.